G'day, here we go, going today. Welcome aboard, and thank you very much for joining me, the Aussie Don. I have lost my voice after a party I was at, last night. I was singing too much. Welcome to you all, and thank you very much for joining us for the 117th edition of our Tuesday tradition here at Australia Worldwide Gaming. This is Choo Choo Tuesdays, live here from our studios in Australia to the world. Hello to you all. I am the Aussie Don from the Dovetail forums. To you, welcome aboard, and welcome to our YouTube channel. And we are doing a couple hours of Train Sim World Action here today. It is Anzac Day 2023 here in Australia and New Zealand. As this is a day of that we remember those who fought for our country. The service, and also paying respects to the servicemen and women that serve for our countries here on this day. So welcome to you all, and thank you very much for joining me. We've got an absolute ripper in store. We've got an Aussie takeover today of the Western Main Line. Yes, that's right. The Great Western Railway is being taken over by CountryLink trains. That's right. It's a HST fun, because if you're not aware by now, the HSTs here in Australia, the XPT train, the Intercity XPT, is based off the design of the British HST. So we've got a very good, we've got a very strong connection with the British HST to our HST. It's a long history. So if you watch the documentaries and you see it, you'll know what I mean. Anyway. Only true rail fans know this. So anyway, welcome to you all. I've put together a beautiful Creators Club trip here today. I have actually added to it just before I got on live here tonight. I've added a couple more to the AI services. There's a ton here at the station already, and there will be some along the way. There will be a couple British ones along the way as well, but they're mostly XPTs and in the CountryLink design. We have the old school XPT design. I actually had somebody build it for me, and unfortunately they built it in a way that is not satisfactory for me, so I'm not showcasing it. That was the original plan here tonight. But anyway, I come across this morning, and I jumped over heels. I'm like, yes. Even the 2000 Sydney Olympic design is on here. That's how cool it is. So anyway, I can't give the creator's name because I don't have it on me at the moment, but it is amazing design. CountryLink XPT to Reading. And this is what we are doing. All right. Let's open up those doors. There is an issue with that. Yeah, good. This. Is that cool or what? It's like Central. Get it up and going. Here we got on the live chat. We've got Chris Agwell and Phil B. G'day, Phil B. It's been a while since you've been on the stream. Where you been at? They certainly are great designs, yes. Certainly are. We're stopping at Slop on the way and then Reading. It even sounds like an XPT. It's coming out to me. Oh, sorry to hear about your loss, man. I was only fitting today that I would wear the HST shirt. It actually just come off the wash a couple of hours ago. I don't think they have a HST in the Queensland Rail. I'm not too sure. This goes from Sydney to Brisbane via Newcastle Casino. And that's going north, and then going south. Sydney, it goes to Sydney to Canberra, Sydney to Melbourne, via Mittagong, Mossvale, Goulburn, Yass, Wagga Wagga, and into Melbourne. So good seeing it though. I've had the privilege to be in one of these in real life, folks, so there you go. I've done the trip to Wagga Wagga before. I've done the trip to Canberra a few times before, and I've been up as far as Casino, because you go to Casino and then you get a bus to Surfers Paradise, Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise. So, because the train doesn't go to Surfers Paradise, you have to get off at Casino and get a bus from there, or you get a bus, or you go to Brisbane and you can get a bus down to Surfers like that. Well, yeah, I think you can get the train a certain distance down the Surfers Paradise. It doesn't actually go into Gold Coast, but I know you can go a certain distance and then you can get a bus even to that. You go to Surfers. Not too sure what we're going to see in the AI traffic coming forward anyway, folks. So yeah, yeah, Albury, which is on the border. Yeah, that's right. And many years ago, or they could have been the inner city. Came across another design actually of the inner city XPT today. I think it's by the same dude who does this one actually. That one was quite unique actually. It had more of the orange influence in it. But the other two, I think that's the other design actually. Pretty sure it's the other design because I know there's a couple of old school designs. down a little bit because it's a bit too loud outside there. Yeah, I didn't want to take this on the new route because I've been flogging the crap out of the new route, and you can probably appreciate the viewers. I've been seeing comments from other YouTubers, people commenting, replying to them, saying, "Do you do more than just the Midlands?" And I actually replied to one of them actually, and I said, well, if you want to see more than the Midlands, you can come along and watch our stream on Tuesday night, because your Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the place to be for not just one route. Not just two routes, maybe sometimes it could be just one route, depending if it's a really long trip like a freight service. So sometimes those trips could be 2 hours, and they'll be on the likes of the Clinchford Railroad, Cane Creek, the first ever DLC. Well, it's not a DLC, is it? Sandpatch Grade, first ever route. Yeah, so Chris said he likes it too. Fantastic. If you're liking what you're seeing, folks, thumbs up. If you're not liking what you're seeing, thumbs down. Go away. I'm joking. Come on, folks, we need to get those viewers up. We're 17,000 viewers less this month. What is going on? Come on, folks. Let's push those views up. My channel's dying. Usually averaging around 30,000 viewers, 35,000 views a month. We're lucky that we've had 15,000 this month. I find it sad when we had the likes of the some of our live streaming action for Train Sim World last year that had 2,500 viewers on one stream, 3,000 viewers on one stream. Our Queen Elizabeth tribute one, for instance, our greatest viewed stream in the first 48 hours, over 7,000 views. Lucky to make bloody 7,000 views in 2 weeks. Uh, 7.9 miles. It's miles, not kilometers. By the way, this is not the Great Western Express HST we're rolling with too, because the livery design is only for the new one. There's one. Oh, there's a couple there as well. Yeah, so it is Anzac Day here in Australia, and I did earlier today do our Anzac Day American Truck Simulator live stream with our 2023 truck and trailer combo Anzac skin. And yeah, I was meant to do that last night, but yeah, I got called to a family get together. So yeah, as I explained to you guys, my father's been a sick man lately, and he was in hospital recently when they found a blood clot in his lung. And he's lucky to be alive, because they said if it got to his heart, it would have killed him. So yeah, family's more than anything at the moment, because he's not out of the woods. He's still got a bit of pneumonia, and yeah, I'm hoping these blood thinners end up doing the job. So yeah, family comes first before anything in this whole time, well, folks. Even my daughter, she comes before anything as well. All right, we're coming into our sloth stop. My voice is gone tonight, absolutely gone. I'll probably sound better tomorrow night. Hopefully. Same time tomorrow night, we'll be with you with our midweek tradition, midweek World of Trains. What's tomorrow? Episode 124, I think. Losing count. 124. Actually, these trains are the size of my work. Another country link. Yeah, the funny thing is that a lot of our country stations actually do look like this. So it's like we're coming into one of our own. Oops, wrong button. Whoops. Move it, man. What's going on? I hope I've got nothing in front of me that's actually going to stop me from going. No, because that's faster. We're all good to go. Chris says, Phil, I know what you're going through. Yeah, okay, that's not okay. Yeah, well, folks, we've got plenty of time for this one. We can actually stretch our legs. We'll give it a couple of minutes here at the station like we do in real life here in Australia. Oh wow, I actually didn't realise he's actually updated that. That's the Heathrow Central. See, that's where I wish they would do. I wish they would get the Heathrow Central. There's plenty of other stops that they could actually do. See, Amazon, they could have did that as well. I think if this route was done in this era, I think we would have seen a bit more of these, Heathrow and all that. Yeah, that's a realistic map there. There it is. Let's look for this one. They might have patched it.
Please remain behind the rail until turns. Turns past Jerry Station at high speed and concourse turbulence.
All right, here we go. Actually, I think our ones on the side have got 3 of these, actually. 3 of these vents, if I remember rightly. It might be 2. Oh, it's been a while since I've been on the Country Link. I've had to be on the Country Link. I'll be honest with you guys, it's been about 6 years, maybe a bit more. Last time I was on an XPT was from Canberra, coming back from Canberra, spending a weekend with a lady that I was dating at the time. She lived in Canberra and I was here in Sydney. So yeah, I used to do the XPT and it used to be enjoyable. I sit there on the XPT and I just listened to my music on the headphones all the way. It was lots of fun. Let me know in the chat if it's too noisy outside. I'll turn it down on the desktop audio here. Just let us know. Just give us a shout. I think it might be a bit too loud. It's not too bad inside. Man, that sounds very annoying. We've got some more trains coming up. Done a fantastic job on the carriages. I like it. It's spot on. It's pretty good. it's the drone. Drone Bruce. The only way we would get a Aussie route would be if a third party that was based in Australia would get involved, but unfortunately we have nothing really. We have no real third party that here in Australia that wants to do anything. So Union Pacific is the closest third-party group from Australia that does stuff, but they do Japanese and Chinese stuff. So they mainly do the bullet trains and like all their floors. But yeah, they're the creators behind the brand new Tokyo commuter that's just been released for Train Simulator Classic, which is absolutely fantastic. Got a response from Union Workshop actually on a message I sent actually, and Union Workshop replied to me and saying yes, we are in the works of a extension for the Tokyo commuter for Train Simulator Classic. We're waiting to see. They said they're waiting to see what DX12 shapes out to be, like how it works and how things improve in the game. They want to see the different coding and all that. Obviously there's new coding and everything coming in and a lot of old codings going out. So yeah, they are moving to DX12 for Train Sim Classic, which is fantastic. And yeah, so they're waiting to, like I explained, they're waiting to see how it pans out. There will be an extension later down the track. And I replied to him and I said, yeah, in all due time. I said, you know, we want to get it right, not rushed out like a lot of jobs I've seen from Dovetail recently. So, yeah, I wasn't holding back on it. I said, you know, there's been a lot of rush jobs released on Train Sim World, and I've had a cupful of it. And I think that, you know, the more time it gets spent, you know, before release, the better. I say, as much as Dovetail might push you guys to try to release it, I would say to them, well, you know, we want to make sure we get it right. There's the XPT over there. Look at that one. We'll go and check that out before we slow it down good enough so we can. There it is. The dude that did that actually is the dude that I was talking to on Facebook, and I've actually asked him to remove that P out of it and actually shrink the inner city logo and make it steady instead of being mongolated the way it is. He's done the SimRail logo completely hopeless. It's, you know, doesn't look nice at all. I've done a SimRail logo before, and because I put together a while back on Train Sim World 2 era, the Red Rattler on the Island line. I did the Red Rattler, and I did that absolutely fantastic. I showcased it here on the channel, so it was months of Train Sim World 2 playlist. Go. Yeah, this is the black on the side's perfect, but this sign, this just here is completely mongolated. It's too big. needs to be in the middle, in between the black, in the middle, small. And then the SimRail logo needs to be thicker. It needs to be thicker and not looking like that. I'm really considering building one myself. Okay, so we have to open up that. Alright, so there's an issue there. And that was one of the main reasons why I didn't showcase that inner city XPT tonight, is because of that issue. But who knows, I might come back later on and do a trip on it on You received an email from Dovetail about a hoodie and other stuff. What do you mean by that, Chris? Because they don't do merch. Dovetail don't do merchandise. So I don't know. You sure? I think it might be. I think someone might have sent you some spam there, man. They're trying to hack your account there. As far as I'm aware, there is no merchandise from Dovetail themselves. There's no merch store. I've been calling for a merch store for quite a while. One of the reasons, see, SES Software used to have a merch store for American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator, and I thought it was fantastic. And when they decided to shut it down, I was quite surprised. I thought that was a bad business decision, but I think maybe they did it because they were not doing as good as they were making out to be. So I still think it was cool though. They could have grown on and then actually, released new different types of them, of merch for it. Even when they do a new DLC, they could have run the shirts out. That would have been cool. Hoodies, whatever. But they shut it down, and you'll get your fakes here and there trying to sell you American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator stuff, but it's actually false. It's fake. So I wouldn't fall for it in a million years. Anyway, there we go with our showcase first run, and that comes to the end of our scenario planner trip that we built here today for you guys. The Aussie takeover, country link takeover of the Great Western Railway. All right, let's continue our normal action now here on Choo Choo Tuesdays. Here with the Aussie Don. We're going to bring to you now some more action as we head to the NEC New York, Trenton, ladies and gentlemen, in the Northeast Corridor, Trenton action as we bring you the ALP 46 New Jersey Transit action. And we're going to bring you a trip here. So this is a 39-minute service, and from New York City to the Railway. And we hope you do enjoy. We're going to put a bit of light cloud on it. And here we go, 15 hours, 19 service. On the Northeast Corridor, New York, Trenton section. We're going as far as the Railway, though. All right. Let's put that up there. No, it's not going to take 10 minutes. Don't worry about that. No. Let's get rid of that. This is just because the loading screen's not there at the moment. For some reason, the loading screen's coming up every time like that. So, with the black screen. Why is that so lagging? Still didn't put lights in through the daytime, man. Unbelievable. Thirty seconds. Stopping at, I think it might be all stopped actually. Yeah, it is. Now, I got told recently you're allowed to have the bell inside the PEM station, but not allowed to use a horn. I already knew about the horn side, but I asked about the bell, and yep, you're allowed to use a bell. Slow down there, Aussie. What did the email say, Chris? Because yeah, I find that quite weird. As far as I know, there's been no competition for merchandise or anything. I think the last time there was one was Christmas. I don't think there was anything involved in the Easter one. There might have been. I don't have a clue. I wouldn't even bother trying anyway because it won't pick me. It's just like, you know, every time I try to win the screenshot contest for Train Sim World, you think I can win the screenshot contest for Train Sim World? Not with the same people getting all the likes all the time. That's why I'm calling for a, you know, I reckon it's time that we get a system where they don't pick the winner that has the most likes. It needs to be a fair contest, you know, instead of, you know, same people getting likes all the time and it, you know, turns out to be the same people winning it. I won the Train Sim Classic week 6 this year. But yeah, my goal is to win the Train Sim World screenshot contest. I'd love to win it. I got a couple for this week anyway, folks, up on the Dovetail forums. So vote for me, the Aussie Don. Show your true colours. Not I'll haunt you in your dreams. Any nightmares. Yeah, just let us know on the stream tomorrow night, Chris. I'm gonna have a flat chat tomorrow, working on these mods. I was hoping to try to get time to do a Microsoft Flight Simulator stream this week, folks, but it's more looking like it will probably be next week now. I didn't actually realise it was Anzac Day, and yeah, I got torn out of the studio yesterday. I was working on these mods again yesterday, and then I had to focus on doing other stuff. When I got told I had to go to a family thing, I'm like, oh, alright. I tried to get out of it. Don't forget, we've got a new feature there, folks, the live reactions, where you can throw up a bunch of things on the live stream. Attention customers, we're approaching Newark Penn. Please have your belongings with you at all times before departing the train. What did I say? New York Penn? Newark Penn. No. Ah! Brakes. South of Boy, that's where I was heading to. Pardon me. Newark International should be the next stop. Yep. What used to be the final stop in the TSW1 era, where us OGs used to be able to go over the Hell's Gate Bridge. Yeah, oh, how great memories. Screenshots in because I established a new cover photo. Don't forget, next Wednesday, folks, here at Australia Worldwide Gaming, we'll be bringing to you the midweek World of Trains Viewers' Choice live stream. And on next Tuesday's Choo Choo Tuesdays episode, you guys are going to be voting on the live stream community chat here. There'll be a poll vote for you guys to vote for the first trip for Viewers' Choice midweek World of Trains next Wednesday. So that'll be for the 125th episode. So there'll be a poll vote between 3 routes. You'll be able to choose one from each US, one from the US, one from the UK, and one from Germany. The winner will be selected as our first trip for the 125th Midweek World of Trains episode next Wednesday. Don't forget, episode 124 will be posted later on today if you are watching this live for our Wednesday, the 26th of April 2023 TSW free action. Attention customers, we're approaching Newark International Airport, track 5. Please have your belongings with you before departing the train. So hard to judge this train. Always has been. The braking on this train is shocking. That's one of the worst systems in TSW. Wish I had these boards up and running. That's what the PSI should look like. Even these ones. These ones are the real ones. As you can see, there's no, there's not one that actually does run at this station. Anyway. North Elizabeth will be next, followed by Elizabeth. One of my lovely girlfriend's middle names is Elizabeth. Hello, Kayla. She rang me today. She's like, "Oh, are you coming over on the weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, you missing me, are you?" She's like, "Yep." And there's been like 6-7 weeks since I've seen her, so yeah, she's starting to really miss me now. So I'm like, "Good, I'll stay away more." I said, I'm not too sure what I'm doing. I'm probably not going to be coming over. It's going to be very wet here in Sydney this weekend, actually. It's going to be, yeah, we've got a rain band coming through. It's so hard to judge this. I just cannot get it right. I've never been able to. It's on the station anyway. We've only got our part on there. So really, I don't really give a shit, to be honest. It's on there. Big core update this week for Train Simulator Classic. As I did explain, they are moving Train Simulator Classic to DX12. That'll be interesting, actually, because I have RW Hansa 2. So, is RW Hansa 2 going to receive an update around the same time? Would you think it would? Because it's going to cause issues. This is what I'm actually worried about, actually, if it's going to interfere with that and I'll have to take that off. Maybe just for the launch. I don't know. We've already got the East Coast Way. We've already got the Flying Scotsman Centenary Pack. We've already got Pendit's Taban. We don't have Huntersville, which I'm glad we don't, because it's, you know, technically it's Northern Trans-Pennine Train Sim. Well, it's supposed to be set in the modern era, but yet they've got the older stock for it. So how's it the modern era if it's got the older stock? You know what I mean? Still different stuff than Train Sim World's version, but yeah, Train Sim World's version is superior. But there's no point there. And we've already got the Long Island Railroad, so the only thing we don't have on the Long Island Railroad is the add-on. Obviously, the add-on train we don't really need to. We've got it on TSW. You say, you guys, I would purchase that when it's on sale. If I see it on sale and it's cheap enough, I'll grab it. Coming into Elizabeth. Evil station. That's better. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. I had to get that right because that station's name is Elizabeth. She would kill me. I got North Elizabeth wrong. Actually, I did. I did and didn't. It was on the platform, so it counts. Oh. They're walking away now. They didn't have enough time to get on the train. Oh, well, that's your fault for being too late. True. Come on, brake cylinder. I swear this thing is so slow. You wonder why you can't be on time with this route, because, you know, the brake pressure and everything takes way too long to get back down. It's one game that I'm going to get back into actually, and it's receiving a console release at long last. So console players can play a game that I've played. It's been around for a fair while now for PC. It's Tram Sim, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so Tram Sim's finally getting the console version, and it's getting both variants. It's getting both Vienna and Munich. So yeah, it's I'm interested to see what the console version looks like. I was looking at the graphics on it earlier today though, and I thought, ooh, they look a little bit less than they look a fair bit less than PC. But I can't judge it until I actually see it in action. It was only just a photo, so. I've seen that AC Boys got some gameplay on there, so I might check him out later on it. So. See what it looks like on the console. I won't get it for console. Well, see, I don't. Play where the big boys play. I play on PC. I do have both Tram Sims for PC. I just don't have any add-on DLCs or anything like that. Didn't really get into it, to be honest. So. I might do some new gameplay though on the PC version. I'll have to re-download it and stuff. But at the moment, it's like the bus. I haven't even played the new 245 line. Is it 45? Yeah, 245 line for the bus. So that's a game I haven't played for a while as well. Coming in the Linden. Chris, I struggle to keep on time in TSW. Hard to keep up with some of the services. Yeah. It doesn't really bother me. I don't care. I just get it done. I get it done. Like I've never been a big believer of the scoring system. Anyway, it doesn't. You don't score points for driving a train in real life. You got to get paid, of course. But I'll probably get paid better than doing actually driving a train than what I do here on my YouTube channel at the moment. I'll tell you that much. All right, our final stop on our northeast corridor trip is coming up, the railway. Don't go anywhere. We will bring to you another trip after this one. We'll be heading to the Midlands. Midland Main Line next. Yes, we are going to be doing some Midland action. Who said I wasn't? We are going to do something. 158, class 158. That's what we're going to be doing. Oh wow, I didn't see the diner down there. This is the first time I noticed that. Good old American diner. Got a lot of planes over the top of my house tonight. I can hear it here in, even though they're up a fair bit, but yeah, we're on the flight path here. Coming out of Sydney Airport. Kingsman Smith. Watch this one really carefully. Here we are at the railway. We're slowly going down. Here we go. Oh, they're a fair bit in the they're fair up in the sky, Chris. All right, there we go with our trip on the Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton section, and very nicely done indeed. All right, let's go back to the screen here because we got that loading screen there. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays. This is our 117th episode, and there is our first trip we did here tonight. I did a Australian takeover of the Great Western Railway and done the XPT Country Link. Beautiful, beautiful trip it was indeed. French Toast C44/9 comes in with the good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. How are we all doing? Right. Midland Mainline action. Class 158. Now we're going to do some action here with the local lines. Don't ask me what this is all about, but it's the local lines. Okay. Nice clear one, yeah. Oh, Matlock. Watch out. Gonna be getting the Matlock now. What's that? Nottingham to Derby. Or Derby to Nottingham. Yeah, that's... oh, actually, no. Let's do the opposite way. Because the other way is a real pain in the butt. Alright, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy. Let's go into the month of June. It's a bit more summery. For the UK, it is. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays. To A39 Newcastle to Matlock. Oh no, watch out, the old folks are coming out. Ah, yes. It's the first Great Western. What the hell? Since when do they stand in the middle? You want me to open the door for you? Since when do they sit in the middle there? That's weird. Okay. That's actually quite cool because it's like they're waiting for the train to, you know, they just want to stand in the corridor. Why not? We get people like that on the inner city, more the inner city trains. If there's no seating or anything, they stand in that area on the inner city trains here in Australia, here in Sydney. What happens is with the inner city trains, you have to open the doors yourself. They don't automatically open, so you just pull the handle, they open the doors, and then you got to close them yourself as well. But they do lock. They do close themselves, anyway. But when the train's ready to depart, if the door's closed anyway and someone else hasn't opened it back up, it just clips, it just locks. So it's really cool. But yeah, you can open them up yourself and close them. And when you open the doors through the when you open the doors, you go through like a top section. First up, you got like a sitting area, and then you go further down into it, and then that's when it becomes upstairs, downstairs. It's really cool. But yeah, the doors, when you open the doors, and even the doors at the front, and even the doors inside, they're heavy as hell. They're very heavy. So you need to put a bit of oomph into them, you know. Not too much oomph, but enough oomph, you know, like a nice palm, you know. 2A39, says it up on there, 2A39, there you go. What are we stopping at, Beeston? Edinburgh, Long Easton, Derby. Too easy. Stop with the Beeston. Beeston. Buzzy Bees. Oh yes, I did put my Manchester United flag up there today, folks. Yes, after our team narrowly beat Leicester. Man, what a tough contest that was. Could have went either way. It was yeah, it was a pretty. I don't know. It was a pretty average performance from both teams, to be really honest. But man, Leicester put up. I have to. Was it Leicester? No, it's not Leicester. Sorry, Brighton. That's it. Brighton Albion home. I do apologise. Yeah, Brighton did a great performance. I have to say that. They were very strong. Very strong. So yeah, that was. It could have went either way. As soon as they won the toss for the penalty shootout, and it was up there, and I thought, oh, here we go. And when it was going more and more into it, I thought, oh, here we go, another semi-final, we're going to choke it. Already got eliminated out of the Europa League the other day, and they're like, oh, here we go again. We're going to win the one title. We're probably going to get to win the one title anyway. We're versus City. I don't like my chances, especially after that performance. Yeah, it's good in another FA Cup final. It's been a while. I'm going to run over this. I keep forgetting this thing's got no brakes. And probably 100 million miles of passengers will probably come flying out like it always does when it stops at the first stop. It's actually not as many that time. Oh, them ones are gone now. It's actually quite a nice design. It's actually pretty perfect, actually. I really, really like this one. It really suits the 158. $158, $159, and not really much difference in them anyway. Like, you know, if you know the BR 101, which don't get them confused with the DB BR 101, but the British Rail Class 101, you know, it's a diesel locomotive like this one. It's a diesel powered. It's, yeah, third rail, it's not overhead. So it's a DMU. That was in the toilet block just then, actually. Hey, I finally can get myself into a toilet in TSW. Sam will be loving it. Speaking of the community, they're going to be introducing a new person this week, actually. I can only assume it's somebody from Focus. They're a fair bit in the sky, but you just hear the noise off it. Seems to be at night time around every 5 minutes or something that the planes come through. They don't go right over the top like at the house. The helicopters do here though, because we're right on the flight path of the Children's Hospital here in the west of Sydney. I'm gonna run straight over this bloody. I'm gonna have to do a reverse job. Yep. It's gonna have to be a reversey. What the hell? Set reverser away. What? Set reverser away from off to activate this cap. What do you mean? Oh, there we go. Braking on this thing is absolutely shocker. Super slow motion, two persons stuck on top of each other. Oh, you gotta love it. I wasn't too sure if these are emanated. I haven't actually checked that. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't work. Let's see. There goes another plane over the top. Yep, no surprises there. Absolutely pathetic. Seriously, they could have emanated that in. I'll be back in a second, folks. I just got to go and use the restroom for a second, and I shall return for the continuation of this trip here on Choo Choo Tuesdays 117. You're with the Aussie Don. Sorry folks, I was talking to you guys just then and I had my mic muted. I was actually saying to you guys that I apologise for that break, but sometimes it always wants me, it always wants to back one out when I'm in the middle of a stream. It's like, can't you just wait? Apparently Tram Sim's been released today for console. So yeah, it's today. There you go. So my mate was just telling me, I was on sent a message. I said, did Tram Sim get released today on console? And he's like, yeah. I said, oh okay, I thought it was on Thursday. I asked him, I said, does it look different than when you've seen it on my PC? And he said, yeah, the graphics are not too much difference. I said, okay. I said, you know, Dovetail had the influence for the PC after the console version. He said, yeah. I said, I'm not too sure if they taken over the PC version, but as far as I'm aware, the PC version hasn't received anything. I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't think they received any updates. Just ignore this red up here, by the way, folks. It's just one of those illusions, like the cross city. You get close to it, and it. There's the parkway over there. See what I mean? Don't panic on that one. I did it first when I first come through here. I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit this red light. And then all of a sudden I was like 100 meters from it and it went away, so. I did actually hear that somebody said to me that these are actually the sounds for this are actually from Armstrong Powerhouse. And I thought, oh wow. So I actually seen that there's a sound mod for this actually on the Train Sim community page for us PC players. And it's by somebody that I've done some sounds through before, and I'm not really liked their sounds in the past, and I don't think they really do a good job. So I don't get any mods from this particular person for that simple reason that I'd find them to not be as good as the originals. So yeah, I seen on the description of his mod that it said Armstrong Powerhouse. I thought, oh, that's interesting. I said, why would you record over Armstrong Powerhouse stuff in the first place? Like, that's just, you know, basically you don't like Armstrong Powerhouse for some reason. Well, man, Armstrong Powerhouse is one of the superiors, you know, like with the Class 700, for instance, for Train Sim Classic, it was an absolute disaster when it got released on Train Sim Classic, and Yeah, the AP pack came out and changed the game massively. It was way superior. Okay, what's this person doing over here? Now, these are the type of things they need to fix. Look at that. What the... You wonder why I go off my brain about these NPCs. It's not Skyhawk's fault for the NPCs either. It's a Dovetail issue. Because the Skyhawk didn't make NPCs. Dovetail made NPCs. Which are passengers. 7.6. Derby. Derby, derby, derby. Derby, derby. Derby, derby, doo. Derby, doo. Platform 3B. Beautiful photo. HST. done it again. I didn't even do anything. It just triggers it every time. There we go with the 2A39 Newark Castle to Matlock. Very nicely done indeed. All right. All right. You're on Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 117. You're with the Aussie Don. And that's all we've got time for. Bye.
Let's go.